There's no one I admire more than Rick Rubin in the creative world. I've been fortunate enough to meet him a couple of times and barely got anything out. I just had too many questions. I had too many things I wanted to say, too many comments about ideas of his in the past. I mean, I bought old GQ magazines from 20 years ago just to get access to articles about him that were not readily available on the internet. I love the guy, but what I love most is he's just no bullshit, no pretension. Asked if he has any technical skills, no. Asked if he knows anything about music, no. They just pay me for my point of view. Just what a guy. What a guy. Every field needs a Rick Rubin. Every company needs a Rick Rubin. Every country needs a Rick Rubin. Good story. Last time I saw Rick Rubin, I was at a friend's house and he was eating dinner there. And I was chit-chatting with him a little bit, not too much because I was a tad bit intimidated. And he was kind of getting flustered. And I said, "Hey, Rick, what's going on, man? Can I help you?" And he's like, "Yeah, man, I can't fly my blue blockers, man. I can't get into my rhythm. I'm not going to be able to fall asleep if I don't have them. I'm super bummed." And I was like, "You know what? I have a friend that has a pair who lives not too far from here. Why don't I call him up and see if he can bring him by?" And he's like, "Man, that'd be righteous. That would be righteous. Thank you so much." So I called my friend up, got him in an Uber. Next thing I know, we've got the blue blockers on Rick, and he was just flying. He's just the whole night. He's like, "Man, God, thanks, dude. Thanks for the blue blockers. Just made my night. Made my night." I'll never forget that.
We need to get Rick Rubin into Airchat.
This is one of the reasons why I wake up every day, so I can build something good enough that Rick Rubin can come on and share wisdom, but the app isn't good enough yet. So we won't stop until it is.
It's almost there.
Oh, I talked to Rick about coming on. First of all, he's an extremely private person, so I don't know if he'll naturally engage on this app. That said, his big brouhaha was he didn't want to give up his phone number on the app. He wanted to use another way of onboarding. So we do have that now. We have Apple ID. But yeah, I mean, I don't pull people onto the app. I let them come on naturally. I want authentic. If you force an entry, it's easy for them to exit. When they come in, I want them to be enthralled and ensnared by the quality of the content and the conversations on here. Don't want to force anything. Has to be authentic.
If you force an entry, it's easy for them to exit. That applies to so much in life, from children to partnerships, relationships, you with yourself. Beautiful. Thank you, Naval.
Absolutely. I guess short term, let's go get Paul Rubin. We'll warm up. Live look at the high value Airchat or acquisition process.
Anyone about this, I'll fucking kill you. I'm kidding. We'll come back by tonight. Okay, so...
Let me know when you're ready to do this. I got the connect for you, my friend. He is on very much of a very similar vibe as this. So I think we can definitely make that happen.
Oh, Johnny, that is awesome of you. I think we're ready for Rick, and I can ping him as well, but it's going to be better from you because obviously you're more neutral. At the same time, I think this app is a little confusing and kind of difficult to use. So whoever invites him is going to have to sit with him and kind of do some hand onboarding to make sure he gets comfortable with it. But I'll let Brian say a call, exactly when it's ready. I frankly think you could invite him now. It might be a little messy, but if the handboarding is onboarding is there, it'll work. And if not, then it probably won't.
Yeah, I think we should come up with something to kind of promote his book, The Creative Act, and see if we can kind of push that out a little bit more to people. Would be cool for him to promote that and then promote Airchat at the same time. Creative Act chat on Airchat, something like that. Not to get too rappy in it, but yeah. Let's do it. It looks good. I just think simplicity is key, and you guys are getting there. So just let me know, and we'll make some movements.
I would love an interactive reading of his new book. Like, honestly, just have him here and just like read from the book and then take questions maybe. That could be so dope.
Yeah, book promotion is a good idea. We're not open yet to the general public, and when we are, it'll be much easier for us to promote to large quantities. But we could actually record a podcast, for example, an asynchronous podcast with like multiple people, you, me, Brian, chatting with him about the book, and then the audience asking questions and questions getting stitched in, and then we could export it as a normal podcast, but one recorded asynchronously, multi-user, and then publish that. What if people in the community who are interested in his book would each take turns reading one paragraph at a time and generating AI art and build a room around it? Collaborative baiting of the hook, so to speak.
Y'all, if this is our only reason, let's make it happen. I volunteer as tribute to do all hand-holding if necessary. Johnny, work your magic.
If someone is passionate about it and wants to do it, and it'll sustain them, just the act of doing it, even if he doesn't show up, they should do it. If it's done for an inauthentic reason, it won't sustain and it won't be great work.
I think there's room for Rick Rubin to kind of come here as a peer as well and just get to interact as a community member. Not saying that promoting his book is a bad thing, but that there'd be a chance. And I think what's cool about Airchat is I haven't really felt this like hierarchy of like important people versus listener. And I think that's an opportunity for him to share his ideas in a new format that everyone can kind of benefit from. And hopefully he gets to experience intimate connection on social as well.
I think at this stage, the people who come to Airchat are the ones who are not interested in broadcasting or building a follower base. And they're also not really that interested in being interviewed or standing on stage, because those people don't stick around. It's really just the people who are interested in having genuine conversations. So I don't think this platform is going to succeed by attracting the glitterati out of the gate. I think the way it's going to succeed is by finding all of the very interesting, intelligent, erudite people who are scattered in the four corners of the earth, have no one to talk to about it, and can now connect online and are genuinely enjoying the conversation regardless of how many likes and followers that they have, or regardless of what stage they're on.
Yes, that's such an excellent way of stating it. It doesn't matter if you don't have a bajillion views and a lot of affirmation via likes, because if you and one person you're talking, like you're in connection. It's okay that other people are listening and reacting and asking questions, but like you and me right now, we're talking. And I think that's what's really special.
I've been here for 3 days, and this sums up what I like about it.